Monkey Man review. Me and Stacks were able to check out Monkey Man on Wednesday. Got a little early premiere screening. Lucked out. I don't know how we ended up. You got two this week. We had one on Wednesday, and we got another one on Friday. But yeah, Monkey Man is directed by Dev Patel, starring Dev Patel, and is produced by Jordan Peele. For those saying that this is the Indian John Wick, I'm gonna pause you there because I don't think it's exactly that. But go ahead and get into it. We're gonna try to keep this no spoilers. Dev Patel plays, what can you call it? It's like a revenge story or whatever, and I think it's based in India and
Middle East.
Yeah, okay, we'll say that. And yeah, so you get a lot of flashbacks. Mind you, this is his directorial debut. You get a lot of flashbacks of him as a kid, and something tragic happens to him and his tribe as a kid, to where he grows up and like pretty much pledges revenge on the people that did it. And your bad guys are a police chief, the police, and it's like one of those religious figures that use religion to roll on shit. And so that's like the main bad guy, and his whole job or his whole thing is trying to get close to them, to the organization, so he can pretty much kill everybody. That's the basis, basic premise.
Infiltration, or like he just trying to get close.
Trying to get close, because infiltration will you'll need a little bit more finesse, which he doesn't really have. But the beginning of the movie is cool because it goes into kind of straight action, whatever. He's like a fighter that uses a monkey mask, but the monkey mask has lore to it. His mom tells a story about this monkey who had
it's like it's like one of their deities or something like that.
And like this is a story like he ate the sun,
like
or whatever.
A professional fighter?
Yeah. Well,
no, this is underground.
Well, he's fighting. Okay, he's fighting in the green
for money.
Yeah. Okay. But he uses his persona is based off that deity, that monkey that ate the sun, and the gods got mad at him for eating. So they punished him, took away his powers.
But he got supposedly
like that Jackie Chan movie.
Supposedly the monkey got tricked into thinking the sun was a mango.
Yeah. No, not really. Not like the Jackie Chan movie.
The lore was probably one of the best parts about it, as far as like how they explained it to you and like how they correlated him and stuff he was going through. With
the lore. Yeah, like the way they jump back and forth with the flashbacks and like the story of the deity or whatever, that worked pretty good. And he's only doing the fights. He's throwing the fights so he can win the money that people are betting off of. So because like he's like one of those characters like in wrestling, like somebody that you love to hate, but so he loses. So you know what I'm saying. So the fights are rigged, but it seems like he can pretty much win all of them if he wanted to.
Right.
But he does have some type of a hero's journey arc, because he does, he kind of gets into like the area where I'll call it the mafia, the organized crime.
Is this part of his ploy to get closer to the cops?
I think so. I think he's trying to make some money so he can get the opportunity to get close, but something does happen.
So the money gets him close, or does the
he uses
the money. He uses the money and the winnings and his surroundings pretty much. So like, cause he connected to the streets, really. You know what I'm saying? Like the bottom feeders or whatever.
That's why I was gonna say I would say it's infiltration, because he had some finesse to get
in the beginning. So I would say more so in the beginning, but once he got in there, it was all fucking chaos. So I don't know whether you want to call it infiltration, because he
used finesse to infiltrate,
to get in there.
To get in what?
So it's like a restaurant. It's like a building. They got a restaurant on it, 2 clubs or whatever. But all the business goes on in that building pretty much.
Right.
And so
it's like the penguin spot in Batman.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and he's trying to get close to it's a female who's running everything. Like she's like kind of, it's like the female.
Her dad is the police chief.
the police chief, and then you got the religious leader dude that's kind of like the control of everything. And so he ends up getting a job inside the restaurant or whatever, and that's when he starts to put his plan into play on trying to assassinate. Really, he wants to. I think the main person he wants is the police chief because of what happened in the past. But something happens where he has to go on the run, basically, and he gets injured, and he gets found by this old kind of religious cult or whatever, and they kind of bring him back to health or whatever, and that's when he goes to his official training montage all over again, and he get the juice, if you feel me. Then he goes back and handle his business.
So he gets into another religious place trying to kill a different religious leader.
No, okay. So basically, the religious leader dude, that's like the main dude, he's just finessing. He's not, like, you know what I mean?
He just using religion to take over different parts.
Yeah, so like
of the land.
But he's really like a mob boss at the end of the day. Because like he's backing politicians. Like he got so much like, juice that if he telling people, oh, I'm backing this politician, they know that people politician going.
He got the people in the palm of his hand.
You know what I mean? So he just runs shit pretty much.
He's like dare I say Jesus at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking with him, but you still got your little you still got your little religions all around. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that's dying off that still worship this deity because they got a lot of deities. And so the religion that pick him up from being injured,
they're like outcasts.
Yeah, okay. And like they not even like, but they got like a history of like war basically, or being soldiers.
Would this be considered like a religious movie?
No, definitely not. Hell no. Like I said, it's definitely an action movie. I would just call it straight up action. But I say the middle of it dragged a little bit, but that last 30 minutes is probably what the trailer shows the most, and that shit go crazy. It was tight. That last 30 minutes is what brought it home. Cause like I said, they got a good character. For him, for Dev Patels' first directorial debut, the camera work was cool. He had some decent shots in there, and it kind of had like a psychedelic feel. It did kind of overuse the shaky cam a little bit. I
was gonna ask you that. Did they use shaky cam?
Yeah, just a little bit. I feel like that might have not, because there was some shots where like they did not, and some that they did. There was some shots that was just like, oh God, that was crazy. Like it's something that happened with an axe in here that had the whole audience like, damn.
I thought the shit with the mirrors in the club was pretty tight.
Oh, that was dope. Yeah. See, that's not everything. Kind of outside of the shaky cam was fire. It was the shaky cam.
The cinematography was dope.
Yeah, and I like the location because it was shot on location, so I like that too. It was a scene. Stack said something to me because I was thinking it in my head, but Stack said it out loud. But when he's on the run, he falls into this.
Because mind you, they're in the Middle East.
Yeah, like the royal part, and he falls into like this like river, and it is dirty as.
Mind you, it's at nighttime, so you can't see it. But when they show him in the water,
like you
can see the part.
It's so dirty.
I leaned forward and was like, "This that water Al was talking about."
Bruh, it was disgusting. It was so. I'm like, damn, all the trash. It was like almost a sewer, but it's just a river though.
The majority of the audience at this movie. That's why I had to ask Bryce. I'm like, is this supposed to be like? They're like, not to say like, sound weird, but like, is this their Black Panther? Like, you remember how really hard? Is. You remember how hard black people was showing up to the movie theaters for Black Panther?
Yeah,
bro. Majority of the whole, like, I would say 70 to 80% of the people in that audience that was watching the movie with us were from the Middle East,
and they
were cheering. They were going
I'm
crazy.
Confused because, like I said, we got invited to this. You know what I'm saying? Stack said he saw. I didn't see the person that checked you in. He said the person that checked you in was Indian or whatever.
Yeah, he's Middle Eastern.
So I'm pretty sure he might have like had some type of finesse on being able to get certain people in that he wanted to get in. But to your point of it being like their version of Black Panther, probably because it's only two white people
I don't
in
mean
Black
to
Panther.
Say Black Panther, but I mean like
it's literally that though.
Their equalizer or their
it's Black Panther, bro. In Black Panther, there's two white people in it. That's it. The one good guy and the Claw. the bad guy. That's it. In this movie, it's 2 white people in there. It's the dude, the announcer dude, and you only see a brief second of one of these white dudes that's in the club that's catting off. That is literally that. Everybody else in it. So I'm like, it's exactly that. So it's probably gonna, it might just do some numbers just based off that. But I'll recommend it. But like I said, the real juice of it is the last 30 minutes, and what he was able to do with the fight choreography is crazy. I'm very impressed by that. And from news out there, he broke a lot of fingers and toes and collarbones.
So he did his own stunts?
Yeah, he was getting it in. So shout out to Dave.
To me when niggas do their own stunts.
Shout out to your boy. You want to give it a rating?
I give it a 7. I give it 7.5. Oh no, you know what? Yeah. No, I'll give it a 7. Real decent movie. I'm not gonna give it too much juice because, like you said, certain parts did kind of drag out. I kind of like was getting sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
how long was it?
It's like
hour 40, hour 45.
Yeah, about an hour 45. Right, a little under 2 hours.
But I mean, to the point where like that's excuse me. So I'll give it a real decent movie. So
mind you, this was his first time directing. Like
yeah,
six. All right,
it's 7 though. I'm gonna get on the, when I say real decent side, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say real dope. I'm not gonna say I'm not necessarily gonna watch it again, but I will recommend you to go at least see it.
I'll wait, so I can wait till it come out.
Yeah, you want?
Or should I see it in theater?
It was our audience was turned up.
Is it a theater movie or is it I could stream it and it'd be still cool?
I think you can stream it and still be fine. But like I said, seeing it with an audience made a difference because it was some parts that you wanted to be like,
kind of like how you said I should go see Godzilla before it hits TV, just because the surround sound and the actual like.
Yeah, it's good. Editing is fire.
And like the actual effects that you get in the movie theater might spice it up for you a little bit.
Yeah, because that just I would damn near say just for that act scene that you don't see coming is like, oh shit.
Yeah, like
I'm
you
like,
said,
oh,
the fight
fuck.
scenes were clean, like hella clean.
So I'll go real dope movie 7 then. Cause I'm right there with you, but like I said, me being into movies and wanting to do it one day, I can have this little bit more, respect and appreciation for it being his first time directing and
good.
starring in it at the same time. So I fuck with bruh.
It was just like how I said, like
that makes sense for sure. I got you.
But then like for me, we're just I'm the same way with in that just anything like when somebody just. I don't know. I just feel like his training arc wasn't enough for me to be like, oh,
it could have been.
He got the juice, like you know what I mean.
It could have been a little bit. Yeah, like I said, they could have cut a little bit of slack off in the middle to give a little bit more.
The
juice.
people that's like trying to compare him to John Wick, like
it's not that. Nah. It's not John Wick. So